Greetings and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Tropico 3 Absolute Power. We're in the mission Reforms. Food for the masses is essential and our supplies are in shortage. Communists in particular are concerned because of the lack of food and are causing trouble to everyone who would hear. That sentence doesn't seem... Anyway, please take care of the simple needs of the simple folk as soon as possible. Increase food supply to gain communists. Alright, now that's what I'm doing mostly. Little short on workers though. My policies open doors, so the next load should bring in plenty of workers. If I have the population
Buenas tardes.
for it. I should have. $29 new immigrants. Alright, let's switch back to skilled workers. You don't want to overdo it. That will not immediately fill all the lower
Food
jobs.
reserves are
but still.
dropping with an alarming rate. Yesterday, I got my boots stolen, and they were not even made of real leather.
But it should make all these smaller areas fully staffed. Right, the debt has been paid. Right, I was building power plants, wasn't I? Let's keep on doing that. I'm not entirely sure if these two are connected, but I hope they are. Alright, so the castle is growing. May as well build another fisherman's wharf. To ensure that the food supply will be uninterrupted. As for farms, is there any type of farm I can build that will easily feed the people? Have to build it on a hill, that's not really convenient. I'll just leave it for now actually, so. And we'll speed things up again. Now this could be the opportune moment to set up the tourist industry. Or something resembling that. What's the beauty of the island? Reasonably enough on this side. And pretty much non-existent on the other side. Don't think I have any... No, I don't have any special buildings that I could use. If necessary, I could possibly repurpose this for tourism, but I'm mostly thinking this area will suffice. We'll need to create some more housing over here then. But I kinda want to ensure financial stability, which means investing in more industry. And how's the people's happiness? The environment is the biggest problem. I can understand that. Right. Got a national debt again. Well, revenue is still good. Good enough. Yeah. Tourism industry is probably a better idea. At least it will give me a baseline of income.
This is Juanito with the world news. The Cold War has just gotten a bit hotter. Fearing a communist takeover, U.S. forces have occupied the Dominican Republic. Nations in the region seem hard-pressed to take sides in the struggle between the two superpowers.
Food quality is still quite low. I'm guessing the corn farms don't have enough space to fulfill their needs. Starvation, yeah, that's no good. Do I have food for the people? No, I don't have it on. Well, let's make sure that the fish can be delivered. And the best source of new income probably be the oil, if I can get a road over there. Yeah, well, until I get some power, there's not much I can do about that. So let's see.
I am Juanito, and this is TNT. Our regularly scheduled program was canceled according to the Presidential Anti-Defamation Act. So here is some music.
Well, we're staying afloat for the most part. Morale or happiness is still quite high enough. And food quality is rising. Well, not rising exactly, but there should be more than enough food by now. Alright, they'll work on the wind turbine. Let's give those a little bit higher priority. We'll speed this along.
I was shocked today as I saw the new wind turbine on our island. Apparently, in order to keep us down, a Presidente has bought one of the conformist turbines that only rotate in the direction of the wind. Join me in my fight to destroy this mark of oppression and build a new turbine that rotates against the wind.
Oh. It's gonna be a decent payday. And there's the boat. Yeah, this is just not the right location for those farms. There's so few other locations I can actually put them that would be effective. Plus I don't really want to make more corn. That just wouldn't help. Secret police, yeah, that's the next thing I actually wanted. But as long as I have money. And we'll need a garage nearby. Well, actually, we don't need, I just want a garage nearby. Alright, let's increase the gold production. And the bauxite production. And I might as well increase the job quality for the jewelry factory. I, Penultimate, together with your other humble advisors, agree that our society is ready for a profound change, a leap toward democracy. We have stirred up things enough so that Tropicans will indeed be interested in politics. You can issue the early elections edicts any time now. All that remains is to ensure your stay in power until 1985. There is one other issue. 20 of our citizens have proclaimed themselves monarchists. They are saying that if you try holding elections, they will rebel in your name and fight every presidential candidate, including you, who wants to strip the crown of its royal grace and prerogatives. Yeah. Tongue twister words. I do not like them. Well, no need to get ahead of ourselves. Alright, what can I put here? I suppose this was also where the iron mine is. So papaya, pineapple, coffee. Yeah, would be decent, but I need variety, not necessarily quantity. And farms are very labor intensive, so I don't want to overextend myself there. I don't run the risk of doing that already with
And
what I
now
just
some
had.
refreshingly bizarre news for a change. One of our immigrants in America, a worker named Manuel Huracan, sued a television company for making his wife fat and his children dumb. He said, I believe the reason I smoke and drink and my wife is overweight is because we watch TV every day for the last 10 years.
Yeah, that would do it. Alright, this road is just not working. I want straight roads. Alright. Not quite as much as I wanted, but things are progressing. Right, so now my power grid extends to here. I need to extend that, and I can't because I'm broke. But the garage is being constructed. And this is the reason why I want it finished, because otherwise people will walk all the way there.
farmer has accidentally discovered a rich oil deposit while digging for water. El Presidente has immediately taken advantage of the opportunity and ordered the construction of a new oil well. The new resource is expected to provide a significant boost to our economy.
Indeed it will. And it doesn't require that many workers. Just 2 college-educated women. But first, 11 new immigrants, that's good. That should keep our supply low. Right, secret police. Take the restaurant. Anti-litter ordinance, that should help with the environment. And since I now have some industry and I'm
A new
burning enough.
anti-litter ordinance has been issued today by the government. As always, perpetrators will be shot on sight. So remember, kids, think twice before you throw that bubblegum wrapper on the ground. And now, some music!
Right, so where can I put this? Alright.
El Presidente addressed the rising levels of air pollution on the island by enforcing strict air pollution standards. Seeing how you could cut the air with a knife at the moment, I think it was about time such measures were taken.
Yes, I'm sure you did. Alright, that should ensure plenty of income for a while. Now, what do I need to issue early elections? 2,000. Well, that'll be fine. The next load will take care of that. Happiness seems to be going down a tad. Why are people upset? Religion. Right, they wanted a cathedral. And the environment is still quite low. Well, the square about seems to be working. How's my workforce? 3 unemployed, and those are all women. Well, the refinery should help with that. And I need college-educated women for this, so well, that's already filled up. Right. Still a shack. Who lives here? I'll definitely have to consider more housing on that side. But here's the refinery.
The Empire of Evil has built an oil refinery on our beautiful island. You can bet your llama that the money received from tapping these natural resources will benefit only the rich and the powerful. Even this bootlicker, Juanito, says that the rich will get richer and the poor will get poorer.
That makes sense. Now it will take a while for the refinery to be fully effective and profitable. Especially considering this load was a little bit sooner than I expected. 6 new immigrants. Alright, let's get started on some construction on this side of the island. No spending allowed. Still a decent amount. Alright. And I will see you all next time.